Last Reunion, a novel by Nusbaum and Nusbaum, available at any online bookstore. And we are reading still in Chapter 1, beginning on page 7. This is the 4th reading. Headmaster Ted Hoven took the foundling from Sarah Rainey and held it up for scrutiny. The baby's face glowed and its dark eyes widened with the handling. "It's a boy," Sarah said. "Hello there, boy. You have quite a face. Welcome to life." "Sarah, how old do you reckon he is?" "Looks newborn to me." "He sure is looking me over." "I think we should take this baby over to your place," Sarah said. "Jane might really shine up to it with your, A frown flickered across Ted's forehead as he recalled their pain of childlessness. "You're right, Sarah. Let's do that." He unbuttoned his coat enough to free his left arm from its sleeve, tucked the baby into it, and buttoned the coat back over his new bundle. "I'll walk back with you," said Sarah. "Just hang on a minute. That baby's going to want some milk pretty soon." She shook out the damp quilt and repacked it in the basket with provisions for the infant and some pie for Ted and Jane. Boots, sweaters, hat, coat, scarf, and mittens came next. Then she declared herself ready for the short journey. "Okay, let's go." John spoke up. "Ted, sure could use some help with those toys." "I'll be back as soon as I can." The storm had ended. An early dawn lightened the sky. The snow squeaked noisily as Ted and Sarah picked their way through drifts to the headmaster's house. Their breathing made white clouds in the frigid air, too cold even for Sarah to talk. Chills of excitement swept through Ted as he felt the infant squirming, remembered its piercing gaze. To think it survived that blizzard. He had seen many babies during the 5 years they'd been at the home, but none of them had affected him the way this tiny one had. The pounding in his chest and dryness in his mouth amazed him. He wondered whether Jane would feel the same way, whether she might want to adopt this one, or whether they even could. As a member of the subcommittee for the welfare of children, he had helped draft the adoption legislation which passed into law just the year before. It had smoothed out the procedures for adoption and made allowances for certain special circumstances. Could he and Jane qualify? Ted held the heavy oak door for Sarah and her basket, clicked it shut, and led the way through the dark family room into the silent kitchen. "Jane! Oh, Jane! We have a surprise for you!" The excitement in his voice brought Jane down the stairs in seconds, thick robe and slippers covering her slender frame, curly blonde hair still tangled from sleep, eyes shining with curiosity. "What is it, Ted?" He undid his coat and placed the bundle into her outstretched arms. "A baby?" She lifted the edge of the terry cloth wrap and gazed at the infant's face for a full minute. "Hello, little one. Who are you? Where did you come from?" Ted said, "John and Sarah found him a little bit ago on the back stoop, covered with snow. There was no note. It's incredible he's alive." Sarah grinned with satisfaction. "I brought his basket with some stuff in it." "Thanks, Sarah." Then Jane looked into the infant's face again and began to waltz slowly around the room with him, singing softly, "A child is born, for unto us a son is given." Chapter 1 ends with a quotation from the ancient book of Isaiah. "I have raised up one from the north, and he shall come. From the rising of the sun he shall call upon my name, and he shall come upon princes as upon mortar, and as the potter treadeth clay." This ends the 4th reading from the novel The Last Reunion.
Hello, we are Daniel and Marianne Nusbaum, and we hope you have been enjoying these preview readings of our adventure novel, The Last Reunion.